Sorry, one more thing. If you want to get rid of the chat, you can just get rid of it like that and make it a bit bigger. I don't know if just make it really narrow. I like beer! If you wanted to. Whatever you want, just so you know. Okay. Okay, sweet.
Smile like you mean it. Smile like you mean it. Smile like you mean it. I'm about to the day I found.
Admit it that you found love. It's hard to stay in it, but he's better than anyone I've seen you with before. It's true love, don't fake it. You better not, you better not. It's right here, don't waste it. You better not, you better not.
Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that. I can't remember what we said or what you threw at me. Please tell me why. The car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with the clothes on. Came through the window last night.
You better not. It's true love, don't fake it. You better not, you better not. It's right here, don't waste it. You better not, you better not.
Because when the sunshine we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh, eh, eh. Under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh, eh, eh. Under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh, eh, eh. Under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh, 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 eh.
Lifestyle to the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. Think we should rob them. Lifestyle to the rich and the famous. We'll take clothes, cash, cars, and homes. Just stop complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. Think we should rob them.
Shake your money maker. Like you were shaking it for some paper. Took your mama 9 months to make ya. Might as well shake what your mama gave ya. You looking good in them jeans. I bet you look even better with me in between. I keep my mind on my money, money on my mind. But you's a hell of a distraction when you shake your money.
Just like nicotine, heroin, morphine. Suddenly I'm a fiend, and you're all I need, all I need. Yeah, you're all I need. It's you, baby, and I'm a sucker for the way that you move, baby. And I could try to run, but it
Damn, I ain't be going psycho. Lil' mama bad like Michael. Can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on. You, my roof look like a no-show. Got diamonds by the polo. Come with the Tony. I just for crumbs and all the let you know you're mine. Hands on your body. I don't wanna waste no time. I can look away. I just gotta stay. And I'm like, whoa, man, my head so goddamn cold. Diamonds when my teacher show. I can always let it go. I just let you know you're.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends and that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
Are looking to solidify their spot in the Western Conference playoffs. This can't be said about the team in the other dressing room, however. Anaheim just counting down the days until the offseason.
Now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me.
I'm Ace510, excited to bring you the first ever broadcast of Beaver Lodge hockey here on BLHL Game Center. These two teams have very different stories up to this point in the year, but don't let that fool you into thinking this game is meaningless for either side. The Flames right now have a 9-point lead over Winnipeg for the second wildcard spot, but a win today would put them 1 point ahead of the Sharks for the time being. That said, coming into tonight, they're only 5 points behind Vancouver and 8 behind Edmonton, so they're likely thinking about more than just passing San Jose. On the other bench, an Anaheim team that's really struggling this year, a 9-37-3 record worth 21 points. But anytime you can play spoiler to a division rival, you want to jump on that opportunity. Don't expect the Ducks to just roll over tonight. So we're here at center ice for the face-off, and looks like the Flames win it back. Here's Klingberg now, skating into the zone. Passes back to the point now. Here's a cross pass to Voynov shot, and it's blocked by traffic. And Anaheim now is taking it back to the other end of the ice. Here he comes down the wing, back to the point to Carlson. Carlson winds up a slap shot, but Nyquist blocks it in front of the net, and the Flames move it back out. Now here's Palat, skating down the left side, and he gets checked into the boards, but Nyquist comes up with a puck. Now here's some nifty stick work, and he almost gets the shot on goal there, but he couldn't quite pull the trigger. Now here's Palat again for the Flames. Pass to Voynov. Voynov shoots, and it goes out of play off a Seguin stick. Looks like it broke his stick there. And ricochets out of play. So a little bit of action there in the first 4 minutes of the game. Nyquist there with some nice stick handling on Gibson. Gibson stayed with it the whole time, and he didn't have to make a save there. Flames win another faceoff. Now here's Jay Beagle. Beagle, taking on almost the whole Ducks team there, somehow gets it to his teammate on the wing, and they can't quite get a shot on goal there either. Got a shot toward the net, but it just went wide. Now here's the Ducks skating in across center. And a shot from the point blocked off to the side, and the Flames regain control. So now here's Holla. On the right side, a shot across the crease. Couldn't go in, and now there's a penalty here on Calgary. So the Ducks are going to play with a delayed penalty. They just shoot it at the net. Calgary cleans up, and they're going to send someone to the penalty box here. Anaheim with an early power play chance. And we'll see if they can capitalize on it and pull ahead here in the first period. Not exactly sure what the call was. It looks like tripping. Didn't really see a trip on that play, but we all know how Chell can be sometimes. And we'll see. Calgary starts off this penalty kill with a nice face-off win, and they're taking it all the way into Anaheim's side of the ice. He shoots and he scores! What an individual effort there by the penalty killer. And Calgary jumps out to a 1-0 lead. That's Mike Santorelli for an early goal on the power play. And there's still a minute and 40 seconds or so left on this power play for the Ducks. So we'll see if they can get that goal back here, but certainly not the way you'd like to start your special teams day if you're Anaheim. Calgary, on the other hand, has got to be more than pleased by that. It puts them in a pretty good position to move up in the playoff race. Now a shot after the whistle, and it looks like there's going to be a fight here in the corner. It's going to be Goodbranson versus Downey. Goodbranson is just going to town on Downey and makes short work of him there. So a nice fight win by him. He does lead the team with 63, now 68 penalty minutes. And so he's doing exactly what you're supposed to do there, although that fight may have been a little bit his fault. He did shoot it after the whistle, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes here in this BLHL that we know and love. 1:37 left on the power play now for Anaheim, and Calgary wins another faceoff. Win it back. Santorelli now scored the goal earlier, goes for another shot again, but this time Gibson makes the save and directs it off to the right side. The Ducks now looking to break out. Pass intercepted one more time by Calgary, but then played back to no one, and so they've got to come back and clean up, and they do. Now here's Santorelli skating it into the zone again. Sagan now passes it across, and he scores. A nice shot, a slap shot there. A nice shot on the pass, and John Klingberg puts Calgary up 2-0, both goals coming on this same penalty kill. It's not often you see that, but it's also not often you see a team with only 9 wins in 50 games played. So, an unfortunate turn of events for Anaheim, as Calgary again wins another faceoff, just asserting their dominance here so far in the first period, and we're not even halfway through the period. Now, it looks like the Ducks owner, maybe his controller's dead or something. I'm not sure what's going on here. He's just standing behind the net. Power play is over, and here he goes. Controller's back on, and we are back in business. Baby. Here comes Anaheim now, skating across center ice. Moving into the right side of the zone. And he turns around, tries to shoot it, tries to skate to open ice, but he couldn't quite get a shot lane. And so Calgary once again has it behind the net, trying to center it, intercepted by Anaheim. Bodker almost gets a pass there. Looks like Parento met him right at the point of contact with the puck, and now the Ducks bring it in offside. So eventful first period so far. Calgary leads 2-0 with 6.5 minutes left to go. Anaheim wins the faceoff. That might be their first faceoff win of the day. But it doesn't matter, as Calgary takes it right back and moves back into their offensive zone. Now here's a shot to the right side. It's a save made by Gibson, but Calgary has it again. Now here's the point. Fakes a slap shot and moves it across over the right side. Now skating back over to the left, passing it for Sproul, but it looks like he just missed him. And so Calgary's going to have to get back on side, and they do. Pegging it back into the zone again. Santorelli with another shot to the blocker side of Gibson. They've scored there twice already, but that time Gibson was ready for it. Now here's a steal from Anaheim, but he just quite couldn't catch up to it. The puck, that is, before it got behind the net. But now here's Larson in the slot, shot and a block there by the Calgary defense. So a nice job of tightening up. And now Calgary takes it the other way just to have it poked away on the almost breakaway. So a nice little turn of events there. Real fun to watch. And it looks like Anaheim is going to, yep, they're going to clear the zone, moving across center ice and into the attacking zone. Period almost over here. They've got one more chance. The pass gets through to the goalie. He makes the save easily. And just like that, the first period is over. So after one, Calgary leads the Ducks 2-0 on 2 penalty kills, shorthanded goals. So it was a fun first period for sure. And we'd like to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Beaver Buzz. Beaver Buzz energy drinks. Get yours at beaverbuzz.com. Stick around for the second period here on Beaver Lodge Hockey League Game Center. So the teams are back on the ice now and are ready to start the second period. Calgary still has that 2-0 lead. And they're going to look to build on it here. The Ducks win the faceoff. And now Downey skates it into the zone on the right side. Passing it back to Carlson. Carlson takes a slap shot, but it doesn't get through. It's blocked by the Calgary defense. And now here's Nyquist creating a breakaway for himself. A nice little poke check, turnover. And it looks like he was tripped on the way to the goal. So it's not going to be a penalty shot because it wasn't a breakaway. However, they do get him for tripping 2 minutes there to Anaheim. And to start off the second period, Calgary is going to go on a power play. So add 2 more penalty minutes to Carlson's total. That'll bring him to 35 on the year. Now here's Calgary winning a faceoff, a shot. Gibson with a glove save. A slap shot there off of that faceoff win. And it looked like it may have been deflected, but it didn't matter to Gibson as he was able to hold on. Now some nice stick movement and a goal. Scored by Soderberg. What a deke. A nice way to bring that in himself. A great individual effort on the power play. And Calgary extends that lead to 3-0. What a great play by Soderberg there. He made the turnover happen himself. And he weaves his way through traffic and past Gibson there for the 3rd goal of the night for Calgary's special teams unit. Gibson came into the game with a .251 goals against average and an .863 save percentage. And he has not helped those numbers at all today. But you've got to assume he'll get more chances as Calgary is just putting on a lot of pressure. They're really putting on a show tonight here as they ice the puck. And so we'll bring it down to the Calgary defensive zone for the faceoff. I mentioned their playoff positioning earlier in the game. They're 5th in the Pacific Division, and they do hold a 9-point lead in the second wild card. They only trail San Jose by 1, so if they were to win today, they would be temporarily above the Sharks for that first wild card spot, and they're looking to move into the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd spot. They're probably not going to catch Arizona, but they're looking to move into 2nd or 3rd. So Anaheim loses possession of the puck. They send it back to no one, and they've got to chase and regain, and Calgary forces a turnover. Now here's Nyquist passing up to Seguin. Seguin spins, a nice move, but nobody was on the other side of the crease there to get that loose puck and put it in there. That would have been a nice assist from Seguin. But as it stands, the Ducks are now on a line change, moving into their offensive zone. Tries a slap shot from the deep slot. Doesn't get through once again. I'm not sure how many shots on goal they have today, but it can't be more than 3. Now here's Sagan, slap shot, saved by Gibson, and the defense there to clean it up. So the Ducks need to change their offensive tactic. It's really not working out for them. The skate to the center of the ice and shoot it from the point doesn't quite work. They try to pass across the slot there, and that didn't work either. Some nice defensive play by Calgary, and they're moving back into the offensive zone again. Trying for the similar play, it didn't quite work out. And Anaheim brings it in offside. And as he crosses the blue line, he gets checked there by Richie. Now Richie's looking for a fight. He wanted to fight Cogliano. Now he wants to fight Parento. He wants to fight anybody. Not exactly sure what's wrong with him. Maybe he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or maybe he's just doing this job. Depends on who you talk to. You're going to look back at the fight now from Goodbranson. He really did put a nice whooping on his opponent there. Shows why he leads the team in penalty minutes for sure. He's more than just a tough name. Anaheim wins the faceoff now. Moving to their zone. They're on the left side. Trying that same play from earlier, and it doesn't get through once again. So Calgary's been able to block that shot consistently throughout the day. And now here's a breakaway goal. Carl Soderberg comes in and scores once again, doing it by himself with the stick. And Calgary opens it up to a 4-0 lead. Almost 15 minutes into this second period, and Calgary has absolutely dominated Anaheim today. Not really surprising many people, but I certainly expected Anaheim to put up a little bit more of a fight there. There's a nice shot there on Dubnyk, and he makes the glove save. And the puck does leave the zone for an offside. Dubnyk coming into today has looked a little bit better than Gibson. He's got a .238 goals against average and .865 save percentage. But the really amazing thing about him is that he's played 50 of the team's 51, now 51 of the team's 52 games that they've played so far this year. He has been an absolute workhorse. And you can say that he's probably the main reason why they are in playoff position as they are today. Now here's the Ducks. They had a 3-on-1, but nicely played there by the Calgary defenseman. And Reinhart gets a rebound, sends it to the net, and Dubnyk makes another save there. So two shots in quick succession from the Ducks. And that's pretty much been it in terms of their offensive production on the day. Now another save made by Gibson. Flames get the rebound, take another shot at the net, doesn't get through. A pass from Bodker, and on the one-timer, the pass does get through, but the save is made, or the shot rather does get through. The save made by Gibson. And now the period is going to end. Calgary takes a 4-0 lead into the third period. Just an absolute strong showing of dominance here by the Flames. And so during the intermission, we can look at the Western Conference standings. And as I mentioned earlier, the Flames trail the Sharks by 1 point. And after today, they'll likely be ahead of them by 1. But the Sharks will have that game at hand. So it's no guarantee. I mean, they're probably going to be flipping back and forth throughout the rest of the year. But Calgary would like to win, more often than not, and maybe even pull into second and third, passing up Vancouver or Edmonton. Third period getting ready to start here now. Total domination, as I said, from the Flames. We'll see if they can finish that up here as they win another faceoff and move into the offensive zone. Here's Voynov now with a shot that goes off of De La Rosa's skate, and that looked like it hurt him. That's a guy that the Ducks don't want to get hurt. He's been the one bright spot so far of the year offensively for him. And I certainly don't want to see him go down. Luckily, he shakes it off, and he's just fine. Pass intercepted by Voynov now, but then given right back. And now here come the Ducks in the offensive zone. We'll see if they can do something other than that. Skate up to the top of to the point in the middle and just take a shot. Unfortunately, they couldn't even get that far as the pass back to the point goes errant, and they have to regain control. Now a tripping penalty looks like it's going to be drawn. And yeah, they're going to get Voynov there for tripping, so the Ducks might have a little bit of life. However, if you remember their last power play, it didn't go well for them. They gave up not 1 but 2 shorthanded goals. So We'll see if the power play helps him this time, or if it just hurts him again like it seemed to last time. Another face-off win by Calgary. And they move it out of the zone. Now here's Nyquist on the left side. Makes a deke, makes another one, couple dekes, moves to the right side of the crease, takes a shot, and Gibson's able to make a save, and he kicks it out to the corner. Now here's Anaheim. They're setting up their power play. And, yep, Downey's got it now in the corner. And he tries to send it back behind the net for somebody there, but looked like Gus Nyquist was there to intercept it. Now here's Tyler Seguin. Gets poked back to Goodbranson, and it was intercepted by the Ducks. They had possession for about a second and a half, gave it right back to Calgary, and now here they are. And this penalty, this is the Calgary penalty kill. This is not the Calgary power play. It's the Calgary penalty kill that spent most of that 2-minute penalty in the Calgary offensive zone. So great job killing the penalty there. And we're back to 5-on-5. Now here's Desharnais. Passing up to Bodker. Mikhail Bodker skates into the slot, takes a shot, and it doesn't get through. Now here's Seiderberg. Pass it to Taylor Cruz. Taylor Cruz passes it across to nobody, and it's intercepted by Calgary. Now Desharnais tries to bring it in again, and it looks like he's going to have it in the corner. Slaps it across for Bodker, but Bodker was not behind the net, so we couldn't quite get it. That was a nice play, though, by Andrew Desharnais, or Daniel Desharnais, rather. And here he is again with the puck. Pass it back to Voynov. Voynov to Bodker now, and he's got a lane. He had a lane. Turns out he got tripped, and he's going to draw a delayed penalty. So Calgary's going to play with the puck for a little while. Couldn't get the goalie off the ice, though, in time for the extra attacker, and now they're going to go on the power play. They didn't need another power play necessarily in this game. However, they've got one. So it's going to be 2 minutes of penalty kill for the Ducks, and we'll see if they can respond to that. Seguin wins another face-off. He's been dominant in the face-off circle all game, and the Flames really have been dominating in all facets of the game. They've been dominating. Here's Voynov now to Sproul. Sproul takes a shot, and it gets through, but the save is made by Gibson. I'm surprised he got through all that traffic. But sometimes when things are going your way, things are going your way, and as a team, things are going Calgary's way tonight. Here's Voynov, passes it to Sagal. Seguin directs it off to the side of the net to Palat. Now here's Palat again, in the slot, shoots. Save made by Gibson off the blocker. A check from behind there, no call. So some nice hard-hitting hockey. You love to see that as a hockey fan. Now here's Taylor Cruz, the team leader in goals and points for the Ducks. Tries to take a shot, and it's denied by the defense. Soderberg's already got 2 today. Passes it to Desharnais, and the save is made. Desharnais again, now to Murphy. Murphy tries to take a shot, poked away. And they score! Soderberg again on the deflection that time. And now with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third, Calgary takes a 5-0 lead. And that's the hat trick goal for Carl Soderberg. The fans here in Calgary are loving it. They love to see a hometown guy like him score. He's not from there, of course, but member of the home team. Always good to see him get 3 in one game. And what's a hat worth? Like $30 anyway? You can afford $30 to honor your favorite player. So a nice play there again by Calgary. Seems like they've got this one pretty much wrapped up. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in the game. And here they go into the offensive zone again, and they've drawn another penalty. Clayton Stoner's going to go to the box for tripping, 2 minutes. And the Ducks seem like they're content to just waste the time left on the clock. They certainly aren't going to score here 5 times. And they scored once. As soon as I said it, the broadcaster jinx is real. I apologize to the Calgary Flames and all their fans. I won't do it again. Cogliano there with a shorthanded goal. and he cuts the deficit down to 5-1. Seems like it's going to be too little too late. But right when I was going to say they're not going to score, they go and do exactly that. So Cogliano, with just a high-effort play, tired of being shut out, comes in and takes it all the way himself. Gets the Ducks on the board for the first time. Gibson with a glove save. He's going to hang on to it. And it looks like we have a penalty. So it's a penalty on Calgary after their 20th shot on goal to Anaheim's 5. Taking a penalty, not sure what the call was. It looked like a high sticking signal, but I'm not quite sure what it was, so we'll have to get some word on that. But as of now, it's a 4-on-4 for another 10 seconds. But they're not 10 real seconds, it's 10 game seconds. So that's over. Now it's an Anaheim power play for 30 seconds. Coming up on a minute left here in the third, and Anaheim takes their 6th shot of the game, saved though by Dubnyk on the glove side. He was going for that all too common wrist shot goal, which we see a lot in this game, but unfortunately for him, this time Dubnyk made the save. Now Dubnyk saved another one. It was a slap shot off of his glove. I'm not sure if De La Cruz got a third one there. Third shot off, but no matter. 30 seconds left in the game now. There's a collision behind the net. And pick it up in the corner. Reinert passes it out. Now Sproul's going to not pick it up. Looks like he wants to fight. De La Rose is not having it. He's not a fighter. De La Rose is a goal scorer. Looks like he wants to just waste the time left on the clock anyway. And so that's going to do it, folks. 5-1 is going to be your final score. Calgary over Anaheim. What a display of dominance and power Calgary put on Anaheim. And they're going to solidify their spot a little bit more in the Western Conference playoffs. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today on this broadcast here on BLHL Game Center. Look forward to doing it more and more. I'm going to have a few partners with me as well throughout the season. And yeah, just make sure you follow the BLHL and also BLHL Game Center on Twitch. Both of those will have games, as well as my personal page, Ace510. So yeah, for all of us here at the Beaver Lodge, I'd like to thank you guys for joining, watching this broadcast. My name is Ace510, and